All rise. The Western Cape High Court is now in session. The Honorable Terry Arno presiding.
Thank you. Please be seated. This is the matter of Jabulani versus Imker, case number 6826 of 99. If I can get the appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honour. My name is Mr. Joel Johnston, representing the applicant, Rita Imker, who is present via video conference. Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honour. My name is Ms. Megan Baxter, representing the respondent, Tony Jabulani, who is also present via video conference.
Thank you. Counsel Johnson, could you please mute your mic? I had trouble hearing what counsel for the respondent had to say. May all participants please note that it is a standard rule of court that all participants must mute their mics when they are not speaking. Counsel for the respondent, please introduce yourself to the court again.
Good morning, Your Honour. My name is Ms. Megan Baxter, representing the respondent, Tony Jabulani, who is also present via video conference.
Thank you. As noted by counsel, this trial is being conducted entirely by video conference. The attorneys, parties and court staff are all at different locations in accordance with the President's orders regarding social distancing during this pandemic. I understand that all the parties have agreed to conduct this trial via video conference. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honour. Yeah.
We agree.
Very well. Thank you. Let me please remind everyone to mute their mics when not speaking and switch off your video, except for when conducting cross-examination. Does either party have any witnesses beyond the parties?
Yes, Your Honour, we have Grace Mason, who can testify via telephone. She wasn't able to be in a place where she can appear via video.
Is she on the line right now?
Yes, Your Honour, I'm here.
Thank you, Ms. Mason. I would request that you leave the meeting and remain in the waiting room. Whilst in the waiting room, you'll not be able to hear or see anything going on in this trial. I'm also letting you know that you are not allowed to view or hear anything about this trial by any method until after you have testified. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honour.
All right. Mr. Johnson, do you wish to make an opening statement? Mr. Johnson? Mr. Johnston?
My apologies for that, Your Honour. Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, we're able to hear you. Let's all try to be patient with the process. I understand that each party has mailed some exhibits to Ms. Ruttenberg to be marked. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honour.
Very good. Ms. Ruttenberg, have you had a chance to mark those exhibits?
Yes, Judge. Applicants' exhibits have been marked as Exhibit 1 to 2, and respondents' exhibits have been marked as Exhibit 3 and 4.
Very well. Mr. Johnston, you may call your first witness.
Thank you. I call the applicant, Ms. Imker, to the stand.
I'm not able to see you, Ms. Imker. Would you readjust the position of your camera or the level of your seat? Thank you. I am able to see you clearly now. Mr. Johnston, you may proceed.
Tell the court why you want to move to Ghana.
Objection. Calls for narrative.
Overruled. Ms. Imke, you may answer.
Well, I received this wonderful job offer in Ghana. It pays 30% more than I'm making now. Honestly, it's difficult for me to make it here financially. Even with receiving child support, I struggle to make ends meet.
Can the court please put up exhibit number 1? Thank you. Ms. Imke, do you recognize what has been marked as exhibit number 1?
No, I cannot see anything on my screen.
May the court please reshare the screen? My client's unable to see the shared screen. Thank you once again. Ms. Imke, do you recognize what has been marked as exhibit number 1 on the screen?
Yes. It's an offer letter for the job in Ghana addressed to me.
Applicant offers exhibit number 1.
No objection.
But exhibit number 1 is admitted.
What about your child's relationship with their father? Isn't that important? What is your proposal for how they will maintain their relationship with their father?
Objection. Compound.
I'm going to allow it. Proceed.
Well, I agree that the kid's relationship with their father is important. That's why I'm proposing he gets 2 out of 3 spring breaks, 70% of the summer, and 1 week each winter break.
Nothing further?
Cross-examination, Ms. Baxter. But before you do, please remember that all parties are required to turn off their video feed when they are not speaking. We may proceed?
Yes, thank you, Your Honour. Ms. Imke, this new job opportunity, it's with an apparel company.
Yes.
Can the court please pull up exhibit number 3? Don't these text messages indicate that Mr. Magnificent told you in May of 2019 that he wanted you to move to Ghana if your relationship were to continue?
Yes, it looks that way.
Nothing further.
Redirect?
Not at this time, Your Honour, but I may call her in rebuttal. Applicant rests.
Thank you. Ms. Baxter, you may call your first witness.
Thank you. I call the respondent, Mr. Jabulani. Why are you opposed to this move?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't get a chance to see my child very often. As I mentioned, I would like to see, right now, I see my child every other week. Under Miss Imke's plan, I would mostly get to see him during the summer and the holiday. That is really not enough. I cherish every moment with my son.
Nothing further.
Cross-examination, Mr. Johnson?
Your Honour, I have an exhibit I want to use. I didn't send it to Miss Ruttenberg because I didn't know if I was going to need it. Can I send that to her now?
Yes. Mr. Johnson, you can email it to Miss Ruttenberg. Do you have her email address?
No, I don't think I have immediate access to it.
Ms. Ruttenberg, would you kindly send your email address to Mr. Johnson? Please ensure that the communication is made private and not on this platform. Mr. Johnson, please put your phone on silent mode.
Much obliged, Your Honour.
Ms. Ruttenberg, I assume your nod shows confirmation of receipt. May you say it verbally for the court record?
I just received it, Judge. I have uploaded it as Exhibit 5.
I thank you. You can share it with the court.
Don't these text messages indicate several times in which you asked Ms. Imke to keep your son on the weekend because you were too busy?
Well, yes, but it was for a short time, and it was when I was busy at work.
Sorry, I didn't catch that over the crinkling noises of your bottle. Please repeat your response.
Next time, Mr. Jabulani, please pour the water into a glass to avoid background noises. You may proceed.
Apologies, Your Honor, but my answer is that yes, but that was for a short time while I was busy at work.
Nothing further.
Redirect?
Not at this time. We rest.
Mr. Johnson, any other witnesses?
Yes, we would like to call Miss Mason, who's on the call. But before that, I would like a short private conference with my client.
I see. I will create a breakout room for the two of you. The rest of us, including the court, will not be able to see or hear you. When you're done, you can click on Leave the breakout room and return to the main meeting. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. You may proceed. Actually, I note that we are out of time for today, so we shall have to schedule for another time for the continuation of this hearing. One key thing to note for the next hearing is that I've noted that I had difficulty seeing the faces of Mr. Johnson and Mr. Jabulani. Having a background with a lot of objects does not help the situation. Please, if you could use the zoom feature to create a virtual background that is clear. Having a plain white background, as Ms. Baxter did, would be ideal. Court is adjourned.
All rise. Court is adjourned.